Okay, let's have a quick look at what's going on. Bowl, fine. DPU, come back in slightly. Photo me, fine. Cake, fine. EQM, could be a loser. Audio boom, fine. FLTA, fine. RFX, quite extended, so should come back into this area, wouldn't be surprising. OTB, fine. CML, come back in a bit. You'd expect it to rise off this 50, so could easily come back into this area. Gym Group, inside day yesterday, inside day forming again. Just consolidate out hopefully, and then move back to new highs. Who knows? See what happens. Could look to add to that one if it comes back into this area. So having a look at the US markets closing last night. Yeah, we're still very extended. Still very extended. Very, very extended. Wouldn't surprise me at all to come back into this region. Transports, very extended. Oil, yeah, could easily come back into this area. Asia overnight, looks fine. Majorly extended. Majorly extended. Brent, looks fine. Let's have a look at foreign exchange. Pound against the dollar cable, yeah, bullish. So much for Brexit. We're at what, 139? I think if you go back and look, I put a note on at the time. So this was, from here, this was the rally into what people thought was going to be remain in the European Union, and then it collapsed. So really, the real price was around here. So we're not far away off being back at pre-Brexit valuation on cable. Euro dollar, yeah, euro's bullish. So what I suggested that I do today is look at some books that I'd recommend. So probably the best way to do that is if I go onto Amazon. So the first book that I'd recommend is by William O'Neill. Now, I'll warn you now, some of these titles are amazingly tacky and sound like the kind of thing that you shouldn't be reading. But this is one of the best books I think that's out there, and all the best traders that I know have read this book. All the great traders like Minervini, Van Tharp, Zanga, have all read this book. Ryan. So this is like, if you're only going to buy one book, buy this book. The next book that I'd recommend is by Mark Minervini. So he's written two books, and it's essentially 2 volumes. He couldn't get everything into the first book. This was the first book. So buy that one first, and then think about getting his latest one, which is kind of like, he calls it volume 2. So that would be the next one to get, I think. Minervini is probably the best trader that's currently active on Twitter, that's been audited. You'll find all kinds of people who say all kinds of things, but Minervini's was audited, so you know that he's the real deal. So there's 3 books to go with. I'd also recommend this is one of my favourite books, and it's timeless. The things that are in this book can be applied to any market, anywhere in the world, at any time, because it's essentially all about human psychology. And Jesse Livermore, what is reportedly the greatest trader that ever lived. So that's definitely worth a read. And probably my favourite book is by a guy called Davos. And there was, again, really spammy title, but it's a really good story, and there are 1 or 2 really, really good things that you take away from it that you perhaps wouldn't take from other books. So for 86p as a Kindle, if you kind of don't want to spend any money, this is a really good book to buy. It's just thoroughly enjoyable. Even if you're not that interested in the stock market, you might take something away. And for 86p, not a lot you can buy for 86p these days. So they're the books I'd start off with. I'd definitely buy the William. If you're only going to buy one, or you've only got time to read one, I'd probably start with William O'Neill. So that's all for now.